Hello, hello, hello. Happy fall, happy October. I have not seen y'all and I have not been on here in a minute. Actually more than a minute. It's been a very long time. Too long, I know. I'm a failure. I love October and I love fall. October honestly is probably the only month with cold weather that I actually like. So if I could have like October and just skip right back to spring, I would do that. But I just wanted to come on here and do like a really pretty, you know, kind of dramatic fall makeup look for you guys. Fall makeup is my favorite. The tones, like the greens, the oranges, like rusts and browns and all of that. The reds, like really, truly my thing. With that being said, I also just wanted to, damn. Anyways, I also just wanted to come on here and, you know, update you guys on something that is really exciting that I am about to go through, and I have wanted it for a couple years, so a pretty long time, and I'm so excited, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about it. A lot of people that follow me on Twitter already know what I'm referring to, but for those of you who don't, this is so exciting and I am ready. I am ready. I feel like I'm a bad bitch already, but I'm about to go bad bitch for real. I'm just ready. I'm ready. I'm excited. But yeah, I am just going to be, you know, doing my makeup, talking to you guys. So that being said, let me zoom y'all in and get started and let's beat these faces. So as you can see, I already have my brows on. I think they look so damn good. What's new though? I don't have a bad brow day. Sorry, bad brows. I do not know her. And actually, I'm gonna zoom you in a little more. We're gonna get real close for this look. Okay, this is good. For my brows, I used, like always, the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. So I used shade 3.5, which I actually really like. I don't like doing brows that are as dark as my hair. I did that back in like 2016, and you know, when I first started makeup, and it was just like boom, brow, like brow. It was just a little too intense for me. I am going to use like a lot of new products today, which I'm like really excited about because I feel like you get stuck in like the same routine and the same products often, and then shit gets boring. So I am going to prime my eyelids with the P. Louise eyeshadow base. This is in the shade Rumor 2. I have really started to like priming my eyes for eyeshadow with this method. I just feel like shadows kind of, you know, are a little more pigmented with this eyeshadow base. So I am applying this with a Morphe E27 brush, and I'm just putting a generous amount all over the lid and in the crease and blending it up. So it's really rainy out right now in Chicago, and I love doing my makeup in the rain. It's just something about like the trees changing and it raining that like makes me want to do my makeup. Bro, I'm filming. Damn. I think people have a notification on their phone like, oops, guy's filming, let's call her. Okay, so I really want to do like a pretty olive green look for you guys for the fall, something like really smoky. This is the 4th time I filmed this video because the first 3 times I was using the Milk Cosmetics 24 eyeshadow palette, and it is hands down the worst eyeshadow palette I have ever used in my life. Those shadows are so dusty, so chalky. You put it on your eye and you blend it out, right? When you put one of the other shadows in the palettes on top of that, they do not blend together. They like blend as one. Do you know what I mean? Like they don't look blended but separate colors. They literally mush all into one. So muddy, so ugly. And I love Milk Cosmetics, but that eyeshadow palette is terrible. I highly do not recommend you spend your money on that. Like, literally pissed me off. So now I had to like go through my eyeshadow collection and find a whole bunch of different shadows that would work for this video so I can keep like the look I wanted to do. And yeah, it was just terrible. It was bad, y'all. Really bad. So I do apologize. I am going to be using a lot of random shadows, not all from one palette, which I know can be kind of, you know, annoying. But always remember, just work with what you have. You don't have to use what I'm using. Just use similar shades that you already have, or get a palette, you know, that has similar shades. To start off my makeup look, I am going to go in with the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I am going to take this shade right here. This is called No Joke. I really like this yellow tone. Like, it's not too bright. I am going to apply this with a Makeup Shack T12 brush. And you can always use code SKY to save 20% on Makeup Shack products. As you all know already by the videos I have filmed, these are some of my favorite brushes, and I will use them in every video. So if you want to use the brushes I use, you can go ahead and purchase. So I'm just throwing this in the crease. I'm not really being too precise on how I'm blending this because this is a really fluffy brush. I'm just trying to get this main transition shade down because this is going to make all of the other shadows I'm using blend much easier. So now that we got the yellow down, I am going to go in with G Money, which is right here. Oh, I'm sorry, right here, which is again from the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I am applying this with a Makeup Shack T4 brush. I'm basically using like this shade to make the yellow a little more like mustardy and not so summery yellow, if that makes sense. I'm applying it the same as I did the yellow, just a little bit lower in the crease. Just flicking out the edge and just going from outer to inner corner. Oh, I really love these colors. So I'm gonna go back in with that first brush we used and just a little more yellow to blend out the edges of the brown shade we used. When you go in with the second transition shade, you kind of lose some of the first, and I definitely want, you know, the yellow to show in this look. I'm just gonna, you know, go back in, blend out the edges. Doing eyeshadow is literally just all about going back and forth, blending, 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 making sure each color, you know, flows smoothly and there's like no harsh lines. Doing eyeshadow is really like an art, and people that don't do makeup don't understand. Like, it's really an art form. Okay, so now that we have those two blended together, I am going to take a classic Makeup Geek matte shadow called Dirty Martini. Literally classic. If you know, you know. Honestly, Makeup Geek shadows were literally like the first shadows I ever started using. I'm gonna take that with the Morphe M514 brush, and I'm really gonna start packing this in the outer corner. This is definitely like a smaller tapered blending brush, so it does give you more precise blending. And I am going to place this on the outer corner of the eye and flick it back. And then I'm gonna take it into the crease and start working it in the crease, blending it with that brown shade. I really love Makeup Geek shadows. I'm not gonna lie, like, they were the first shadows I started using, and you know, when you first start makeup, you go off and you try all these new products, and you may forget sometimes about, you know, products you first started using, but I have like literally every single Makeup Geek shadow, and they are really so good. Like, they've never failed me. So I'm taking this one all the way to the inner corner as well, because I do want this to be a smoky fall look. I'm lazy, so if I'm gonna sit down and do eyeshadow, I need it to be good. Like, I need it to be super like head turning, like, damn bitch, who did your makeup? Like, that's how I need it to look. So I can be like, me, I did it myself. So with whatever is left over on the brush, I'm just gonna like bring it up to the crease and just keep going back and forth. So sometimes with shades like these, like matte, like olive green shades, or like matte purples or blues, and you know, things of that nature, you do have to, you know, take a little more time blending it out, but it will be worth it in the end. It'll look so good. So I'm gonna take a Makeup Shack T82 brush and go back in with G Money shade that we used for the second transition shade. And the reason why I'm switching brushes is because I really want to have this brown concentrated where I want it and not, you know, too, you know, blown out. I'm really like focusing it in between that green and the yellow. So I think the last time I filmed a video was in like the beginning of this whole pandemic shit. It was still kind of fresh for like Chicago being closed. Because I think the last video I filmed was in May, and we closed down at like the end of March. So it was still new, right? Well, since then, I was in Miami like 3 times. I went to LA. I went to Baltimore. I went to Tampa. I went to Orlando. Still being Sky with a little more caution. So I did catch Corona I had corona back in March, at like the end of March. One day I just woke up and I literally, when I tell you, I had no sense of taste or smell. So those were my only symptoms. I had no taste or smell for about 13 days, which was 13 damn days too long. When I tell you I wanted to taste food so bad, I was pouring hot sauce in my mouth, like what the hell, please. I took like 3 shots of Don Julio because I was like, oh my God, like why can't I taste or smell? And like I couldn't taste shit. I was in the shower and like, you know, Dove soap, the original scent, it's strong as hell. It just smells like really clean, really fresh. I put it up against my nose and I could not smell anything. I was just like, oh my God, this is torture. I mean, but compared to, you know, obviously a lot of other people's situations, mine was very easy. I am going to go in with another Makeup Geek matte eyeshadow. This is Enchanted Forest. This is a really pretty, like, super dark forest green shade. This is also a classic, another oldie but goodie. I'm gonna apply this with a Makeup Shack T33. I'm just packing this on in the outer corner. This layers so well with the Dirty Martini shade that we use, the first green shade. And this is just gonna give it even extra dimension. When I do my eyeshadow, I really like to layer so it creates depth and just looks super blended. So I'm really packing that on, bringing that up to the crease and flicking it back. Makeup Geek shadows are just so good, y'all. Like the way they layer each other and just the formula, the pigment, like I really stand. So I am gonna take this shadow all the way to the inner corner. I want it to be smoky from the inner corner to the outer corner. I love a good bold fall look. I'm gonna go back in with a little Dirty Martini to blend the edges of the darker green shade. Yes, I know, it is a lot of back and forth and blending and switching brushes and blah, blah, blah. But do you wanna look blended? You wanna look like you know what you're doing? Or do you wanna look like you got punched in the eye? I am going to cut the crease and really start to clean up this makeup look. You know, a lot of times looks be starting off ugly and then as you go on with them, you're like, oh, okay, I see the light, I see the light. So I am cutting the crease with the same eyeshadow base I used before. While I am cutting the crease, I am going to tell you guys something. I have made the decision to get my body done. I am getting a BBL as well as 360 lipo and chin lipo. I am so excited. When I tell you I cannot wait, I have wanted this for a long time. Like I see the light, I see hips, I see flat stomach, I see smaller waist. I can't wait. I know there's a lot of people who were like, why are you getting your body done? Just work out, like you don't need it. It's not about how you see me, it's about what I want to do, okay? Period. And it's booked and paid in full already the day I booked it, so it's happening. But yeah, this is something I have been talking about getting since 2017 and I'm just so happy, like it's finally here and coming. I mean, I definitely wish I would have done it like years ago, but better late than never. You know, I feel like everybody deserves the body they think they should have. And whether you want to go to the gym or buy it, that is your prerogative. Don't let anybody try to talk you out of what you want to do with your own body because it's your body, you're living with it, you're the one that has to fucking look at it every day. So what made me decide to get my body done? I mean, shit, I wasn't born with no damn hips. If we're being honest, I ain't got no damn hips. Yeah, I'm thicker. I'm like medium thick. So yeah, I'm thick. Yeah, I have thick thighs. I ain't got no damn hips though. My butt could be bigger. Also, I don't have a flat stomach. I haven't had a flat stomach since like 2017. So I'm getting fucking lipo. I have a vision in my mind of what I want my body to be and I paid for it. I'm doing like a curved cut crease. So I'm just dipping my brush into the eyeshadow primer that I use and literally just putting it on my eye and lifting it up. That is the easiest way I can describe it. Literally like putting the edge of the brush in the primer, sticking it on my eye and lifting it up. It literally just creates the shape you want so easily and then you can go back in and like clean it up. So me getting my body done obviously does not mean I have low self-esteem or low self-confidence. Everybody who knows me and even like just following me or maybe interacting with me on social media, you know I have a lot of self-confidence, period. That's how I've always been. That's how I was raised. I'm also a Gemini, and you know how we are. Moving to Chicago, I think I gained like 40 pounds, honestly. Actually, not think, I know I did. I gained 40 pounds. And granted, I gained these 40 pounds over a span of 3 years. So when I gain weight, I gain it very evenly. So I am blessed genetically that happens to me. So I've gained it in, you know, my arms, my thighs, my butt, my stomach, my face, literally everywhere. I gain it evenly. Thank God it doesn't just go to, you know, one place. Well, it could all go to my ass and I would be fine with that. But you know what I mean? Like, it didn't just all go to my stomach or whatever. I feel like because of that, because I gained it evenly everywhere, me noticing that I gained 40 pounds, I literally, like, I didn't notice it till, like, you know, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, what's going on? And I was like, okay, so since I gained this weight, now I have more fat, you know, to transfer. Before, if I got a BBL, like back in 2017, it's just like, I was thin, like thinner. So it was stupid. But now that I actually have like the fat, I'm like, okay. And I'm lazy as hell. I'm sorry, I'm not going to the gym to get the body I want. I'm about to lay on that damn table. That's what I'm gonna do. Like, yes, I will maintain it after I get it done, but the gym ain't giving me no damn hips. I'll tell you who is though, Mia Aesthetics. And of course, like, I definitely think, you know, this will boost my confidence even more because, like, you know, when your stomach isn't flat anymore, you're like, you know, you're going and you're shopping and you're online shopping, you're scrolling through all these clothes and you're like, oh, nope, can't wear that because my stomach's not flat. Oh, nope, can't wear that because I'll look big in it. And it's like, I am meant to wear whatever the fuck I want to wear. So I'm very excited to just be able to literally buy any piece of clothing I want and look good in it. The swimsuits I want to wear, I want to be walking around in Miami and floss, literally string. I will just feel 100 times better after I'm healed and I'm doing that. Like, I just know this is supposed to happen for me. This is supposed to be the way I'm supposed to look. I just want to quick say the inspo for this look popped up in my Snapchat memories, and 4 years ago, exactly today, I did a olive green kind of fall look when I was first starting to learn makeup, and this is it right here. Hella flashback. So I just wanted to, you know, recreate on the skill level I am now. Oh, it looks so good. Yes. So I really want the lid to be kind of like duochromatic. I think that's the word. Really, you know, shimmery, and when you turn your head, the light hits it. So I'm gonna go in with a Makeup Shack T51 brush, which is a flat shading brush. I am going to use MAC's Shiny Pretty Shadow. It's in the shade Make a Wish. It's so pretty. I have been wanting to use this for so long. It looks really glittery. I'm gonna spray it with Fix Plus, and I am going to apply this to the first half of my lid, and then I'm just gonna blend out the edges. Then I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek Jester. Again, I'm gonna spray this with Fix Plus, and I am going to apply that to the last half. I don't know if you can really notice the change on camera, but in person, it's so pretty. And because I'm extra and haven't done eyeshadow in a long time, I am going to go in with Urban Decay's Heavy Metal Liquid Liner, and it's in Glitter Cowboy. And I am going to put this like in the center of my eye, so when the light catches it. And I'm gonna go in with any matte black eyeshadow that you have and just add a little black, just because I want a little more depth in the outer corner. Just add a little black to the edge. I'm gonna use NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and I am going to line just the top of my lash line. I'm just gonna go in and apply mascara. This is the Loreal Voluminous mascara. So I don't even know what lashes I'm using. They're like some beauty supply store lashes, but they're super cute and really fluffy, and I like them. So I'm just gonna hurry up and put these on real quick. I'm sorry, I like dramatic lashes. I don't know what to tell y'all. So I'm gonna do my other eye off camera, and then I'll be back. Oh, I literally love eyeshadow when it's done. I hate the process of it, but we're giving fall, we're giving blended. Love to see it. I am going to do my lower lash line. I am going to add the eyeshadow primer to my lower lash line and bring it up to that shadow in the corner. I am going to take a mixture of the Dirty Martini and Enchanted Forest shades, so the two green ones we used, with a Morphe M514 brush, and I am going to start applying this and connecting it to that shadow on the lid, on the outer corner. Okay, so back to me getting my body done. One day I woke up, I don't know, I was like feeling a little down. Like, you know how you have them days where you just don't feel like yourself, you just need something to make you feel better? So when I feel down, I like to spend some money, like I like to shop. So I was like, oh my god, what would make me feel better today? Getting a new body would make me feel better. Actually, that would make me extremely happy. I already like had an idea of what clinic I wanted to go to because, like I said, this is something I have wanted for a while. I, was like, okay, well, let me, contact the clinic. I went on their website and I, submitted pictures of my body. I had to take like a picture of my front, my left side, my right side, and my back in like a bra and underwear so they could see, how my body looked. And I had to submit my height, my weight, my age, my name, all that good stuff, right? Explain what you want done and they get back to you. So they, contacted me back. They were really excited and, telling me that they think it's a really good idea. They said I have like a good foundation to work with. So it was a good experience, like the consultation. I had somebody contact me from Mia Aesthetics and broke me down like a price list for the doctor that I wanted. I will definitely let you guys know what doctor I am going with. I just want to have that be known after my pre-op appointment. So I'm going to go to Miami the day before my surgery and go to my pre-op appointment and I'll talk to my doctor and everything. Then I will let you guys know who my doctor is. I don't want to give too much information too prematurely because this is like a really big deal and choosing a doctor is something huge. This is your body, this is your life. So I want to make sure like everything is really smooth and good and feels good before I give that information out. I am vlogging the entire process though while I'm there in Miami for that week. You guys will see me at my pre-op appointment and who my doctor is. So I was at Papados and that's when someone called me back from the clinic and they were like, here's your doctor's prices, dates she has opened. So I was like, okay, I chose my dates. I saw then while I was looking at like the email that chin lipo was only $400 extra. Well, it was $400 extra that week that I booked. So it turns out I booked on a good week. So I was like, oh, chin lipo? Like, period. So I was on the phone, I was booking and everybody, we were like taking shots of Don Julio, we were having margaritas. The waitress was over like taking our order and I'm on the phone booking my surgery and I'm like, oh, how much for the chin? So the chin is only $400 extra? Yeah, add that on there. I'm gonna get the chin too. I know the waitress was probably like, what is this bitch doing? And I just took my card out and paid for it, got my receipt. Ever since then, July 16th, it has been a wrap. So this is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang 24-hour eyeliner pencil in black. Because I kind of have watery eyes, I set the black liner, my waterline, with a matte black eyeshadow. And this is a Makeup Shack T54 brush. It's just a flat like shader brush. And this allows the liner to last way longer in my opinion. So I'm going to take more of that black shadow and blend it into the green. Okay, then I'm gonna apply lower lash mascara. Not that I have lashes, but I feel like when I don't apply lower lash mascara, it just looks like something's missing. So I already moisturized a couple hours ago, but I'm gonna moisturize again. As y'all know from previous videos, my favorite moisturizer is the Dermalogica Intensive Moisture Balance Moisturizer. I also love this one. This is the Dermalogica Dynamic Skin Recovery Moisturizer. This one is expensive. Well, they both are expensive, but they are worth it for real. I'm a dry bitch. When it starts getting a little colder outside with the change in weather, I'm gonna spray my face with a little Fix Plus. I'm gonna take Milk Makeup's Hydrogrip primer. I love this primer. I really just started using it. I never really use primer at all, honestly. I feel like if you do your skincare and moisturize and hydrate, and use your serums and everything, you really don't need a primer, especially for me and my skin type anyways. I know everybody's different, especially those with like oily skin. So I'm gonna apply Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I did get a little concealer up here, but don't worry, that's no big deal. We're gonna blend it out. So I'm gonna take Makeup Forever HD Stick Foundation in the shade Y405. I've been using this foundation literally since 2016. I know, that's sad. So I'm just marking out where my foundation is going to be. Ooh, I look crazy. This is art, lady. We're Picasso. We're about to paint. I got Huda Beauty's Tantour product, and I really wanted to try this. This is the shade Light. This is my first time using it. I just got it at Sephora. I'm going to just apply it to the areas that I would normally contour and bronze. I'm using a Makeup Shack T29 brush, and this is literally my favorite brush for cream contouring. This is doing it for me. Huda, you might have did something. I'm just applying it to my forehead, my temples. I forgot concealer in the middle of my forehead. I forgot foundation on my nose. What was I thinking? Time to blend. I'm going to take a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and use that to blend in the concealer portion. So since I applied my concealer first, it was able to dry down, and with that, honestly, is my favorite way to blend concealer, because when it dries down, when I tell you it's so easy, it like is already blended. Like you literally just have to go in with your brush to make it look nice, but it literally is already in your skin, already blended, and it's like you literally have to do no work. Because I use such a big brush to blend, I did kind of get some of the concealer up into the shadow on the inner corner of my eye, but that's super easy to fix, like no big deal. So to blend out my foundation, this is a Makeup Shack T40 brush. This has been my favorite foundation brush for so long. I'm gonna go back in with the cream contour and just apply a little bit more to the perimeter of my face. I am using Huda Beauty's Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder in Banana Bread. This is my favorite under eye powder. And I'm just gonna use that to set my face, set my nose. So I'm just gonna grab whatever super fluffy brush I have. This is a Real Techniques powder brush. I think I've literally had this for like 4 years and I never use it. I need like a big brush to dust this setting powder over the areas that I cream contoured. And I do this because if you cream contour and you don't set it with like a setting or translucent powder before you go in with your bronzer or contour, because that bronzer and contour is pigmented and it's going on top of the cream contour, which is pigmented in itself, it can create like too much pigment in my opinion and start looking muddy. So I really just dust a light amount over this area just to bring it all together and not have it be too harsh. Okay, so I went ahead and fixed my lower eyeshadow, and if you mess it up when doing your concealer, if you do your face routine like this, it's so easy once you set your under eye with powder to go in and fix your eyeshadow. Like none of the fallout will stick, it'll all just brush away if you have any, and it just blends like seamlessly. So one of my favorite brushes to contour with now is the Morphe M530. It's super round and fluffy. I'm gonna go in with the MAC Studio Fix powder in NC47. I'm just doing really light circular motions to blend color on without making like such a harsh line. I dust them on the apples of my cheeks. I am going to apply a Sephora Collection blush. This is Fascinated blush and it looks like this. So pretty. A salmony orange, and I just think it'll look so good with fall makeup looks. I'm applying it with a Makeup Shack T7. So I am going to use Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics Loose Highlighter in the shade Bomb. Well, for those of you who don't know, I stan Jaclyn. I have every palette. She is my Caucasian queen. I just love her. Okay, anyways, so pretty. So before I apply this highlighter, I go in with Fix Plus. So we did use a lot of powders, and the Fix Plus kind of just like makes it look so good. It just like, I feel like puts your face together. While my face is still damp, I just take a little bit with a Makeup Shack T38 brush and I put it on the high points of my cheekbones. I love this highlighter. Like, a little bit goes a long way and it's not chalky like a lot of highlighters are. Like, it's not too much. Before I do lips, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Mattifying Longwear Makeup Fixing Spray. Like, I just don't understand why someone would give something such a long name. So for my lips, I am going to use Chestnut Lip Liner from MAC, and I am overlining the hell out of my top lip. Also, that is something I am also getting done, is my lips. You know, just a little. So then I'm gonna go in with MAC's lipstick in Creme de Nude. I left mine on the windowsill when it was like super sunny in the house, and she kind of melted a little bit. So as you can see, I kind of like had to put the top back on her. I'm being really light with like the way I'm dabbing this on because this lipstick is really nude. So then I'm gonna go in with NYX Madeline Gloss just to warm it up a little bit. So yeah, you guys, this is the finished look. Get into it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to me talk a lot like I always do. And thank you guys so much for always being patient with me for when I'm gonna upload another video. I have a couple different fall makeup looks I am filming for you guys before I'm out of commission and cannot sit down for a while. I wanna do like a really pretty berry one, a really pretty like orange and brown one. I have a couple different looks. So I am going to put those up for you in the next 2 weeks. If you guys recreate this look, please let me know. Please tag me. I love when you guys recreate my looks. Honestly, it makes me feel really good. Who's gonna have better fall makeup than us? I mean, I love you guys. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. Do not forget to vote. Please don't forget to vote. I hope you guys really like this makeup look. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in my next fall look.